What is up, people of YouTube? I'm back once again with what I'm going to be calling my weekend vlog, which is basically just going to be me describing the events I did this past weekend, as well as some stuff I'm going to do in the upcoming weekend. So, without further ado, I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. I'm just going to get right to it. So, here we go. Alright, so, as I said in my previous vlogs and all that jazz, my weekend starts on Thursday because I don't have any Friday classes. So basically, Thursday is my Friday, so I think that's pretty awesome. Hold on, I'm just gonna adjust that, even though not. There we go. That was kind of just random muttering, but whatever. Alright, so back to what I was saying before. Thursday is basically my Friday, so I think that's pretty awesome. So, all our fun stuff basically started on Thursday, and that night, we started something they called this past weekend our nostalgia weekend, in which we watched any sort of classic movies. And that night we started off by watching this one movie from 2006 called Idiocracy. I've never heard of it before until my roommates mentioned it, and we decided to watch this movie out of to start off our weekend because my roommates told me this was something that they quote a lot of stuff from when they're talking with us, and I never knew that up until now. So now that they mentioned that movie and we saw that, I thought it was a pretty awesome and funny movie. So if you guys haven't seen the movie Idiocracy yet, I highly recommend you give it a watch. It is really hilarious. So that's all I have to say about that. And then also, that same night, whilst we were watching that movie, one of my new favorite teams, aka the Minnesota Wild, played that night. And let's see, what was the final score of the game that night? Oh yeah, that's right. It was a 3-0 shutout, and they were playing the Edmonton Oilers. So that was a good start to their short 2-game road trip. And yes, if you haven't noticed already, this is a brand new Minnesota Wild jersey, which one of the families of one of my roommates gave to me over the past weekend. So I'll talk more about this in a little while. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, my Minnesota Wild, they're doing very, very good, and right now, with the past 2 games they won, they've tied their season best win streak with 4 wins in a row. Yeah, buddy. And I'll get to hopefully be a part of extending the win streak, which I'll talk more about that in a little while. So, yeah. So then the next day, or Friday night, we did a little Disney movie marathon where we watched just 2 movies. A Goofy movie, which I don't remember if I've seen that one before when I was younger, but I do remember seeing an extremely goofy movie. But regardless, I thought a Goofy movie was pretty good. So, as I said before in my previous vlog, you're never too old for a good Disney movie. So, yeah. And then also, right after that movie, we watched the Disney movie Atlantis. I don't remember the full title, but that's besides the point. And let's just say that night, good times were had watching those 2 classic Disney movies. So, couldn't ask for a better night than that. Let's see, then on Saturday night, our nostalgia movie night continued, and we watched the classic 80s movie Airplane, which I've heard is just a really good movie, and I can't believe I haven't seen it up until that point. So I'm so glad that I finally saw that movie. So yeah. So that's all I have to say about that. So that's it. So what else now? What else? Oh yeah. And now moving to the last day of my weekend, yesterday or Sunday, that night, as many of you know, the Oscars were on, and of course we all watched it, and that was a good time, and we had a bunch of fun predicting which thing would win for a certain category, and a lot of times we were right, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So we had fun with that, and that was basically my night that night, or all we did that night, I should say. So yeah. Alright, so if you didn't notice already, this video is, or vlog I should say, has been pretty short, and that's because, as I said before, this was mostly a pretty lazy or relaxing weekend, which I have no problem with. So yeah. Oh, almost forgot to mention. Also on, was it on Sunday? Wait, was it? Wait, it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. That night also, me and all my other roommates, we joined one of their families for having dinner that night at Olive Garden, and man, that place just never gets old. The food there is so good, especially the breadsticks. I'm telling you, they just get you hooked on the breadsticks, and it was especially evident that night because, surprisingly, it was pretty packed, and we had to wait there for like almost an hour. So, one of the waitresses there was very nice and just kept handing out free breadsticks to us, so I thought that was very nice of them. But the problem was, because of having all those breadsticks, I got stuffed even more because, as you know, at Olive Garden they give you the breadsticks and stuff before your dinner comes out. So let's just say I had my fill of breadsticks this past weekend. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be having breadsticks again for a while. Nah, maybe not, but that's besides the point. And then also, that same day or night, their family gave me this, as I showed before, this brand new Minnesota Wild jersey. As you can see, it's the number and name on it is for Mikael Granlund, and I already have another Mikael Granlund jersey, but hey, I don't have a problem with having two Granlund jerseys because now I can finally say that I have the brand of this new season, or this new road sweater for this season for the Wild. So if you couldn't tell already, I think it looks pretty BA. So as McDonald's says, I'm loving it. Not a sponsor. So that's all I'd like to say about that. And actually, before I wrap up on this video, I have a little more wild stuff I want to talk about. I'm wearing this particular jersey right now, actually, because later tonight I will be going to see the Minnesota Wild play because they're finally returning home for the first home game back from the Olympic break. So I'm very excited about that. So not only that, but as I said in my previous vlog, I will also be going to see the Wild play this next weekend on Sunday. So hopefully I should be seeing two pretty exciting games. Tonight they play the Calgary Flames, who are like towards the bottom of the league, so I think this should be an easy win for us. And then on Sunday, or next Sunday, they'll be playing the St. Louis Blues. So I think that'll be a bit tougher of a game because the Blues are at the top of our division, and we've had tough times playing them this season. But you know what? With me having the track record I've had this season, with being at some Wild home games and them winning every time, I feel like my streak is just going to keep going and going and going. Well, at least for a while, at least. So hopefully I should see it continue tonight and then also Sunday. If I can get wins both nights, that would be awesome. So now all I'd say about that is go Wild. Alright, so now I think I'm going to wrap things up here. So before I leave, I just want to say, if you haven't been following me on Twitter already, I'm at WildFan from Wisconsin, or WildFan from WI, which, again, as I said before, are the state initials for Wisconsin. And then also, Be sure to give this video a like because that really shows me that you guys are appreciating my vlogs that I upload here. So that'd be awesome, yeah. And also, be sure to post your thoughts on this new format I'm going for, or say new schedule I'm going for here in this channel in the comment section below. If you don't think this is a good format or schedule I'm going for, just let me know. Or if it's working, well, also let me know. That and the likes just really show me that you guys appreciate my content. And also, last but not least, please be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't been already. I keep harping on this every single time in all these videos, but I would love for my subscriber count to get a little bit higher. And I know a lot of content producers for YouTube out there say this. It's not about the subscriber count, it's about the interaction. So as much as I love subscriber counts, I think it's a bit important. I'd still love for some of you guys, or all of you guys, to subscribe if you love this content and do all that other stuff. So that's all I have to say about that. So now, without keeping you guys here for too much longer, all I have to say now is enjoy your week and then also your weekend, depending on what time you're watching this. So now all I have to say is peace.